Alright, good morning. Today is officially day one of my vacation. I've left Central Florida. I've been driving for just about 3 hours, and I've made it onto Interstate 10 West, and I'm stopping at the first rest area that I have here. As you can kind of see, it's a little empty here, nice and peaceful and quiet. The only negative thing I can say about this rest stop here is the little gnats are very annoying. I headed up I-75 to Interstate 10 West. Gonna head through the panhandle of Florida, gonna head through Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. I'm gonna make my stop tonight in Beaumont, Texas at the Fairfield Inn, where I actually have a room reserved completely for free. That's one of the things you're gonna see on this journey, is how my family and I try and get things done really cheap, or really, man, these bugs. My family tries to get hotels done cheap, try and travel on the cheap. That's the only way we can afford to do it. This is actually going to be the longest road trip that I have ever taken in my life. I'm driving all the way from Central Florida up to Vancouver. It's going to be a 5-week trip. Hopefully you're more than happy to join us on the trip. Like I said, this is day one. There's going to be several things that I vlog as I go, so we will see what happens. Thanks. Talk to you guys later. Travel safe. See you soon. Crossing the Blackwater River. Still in Florida. You cross the Blackwater River, you know you're getting close to Pensacola when you're heading westbound on Interstate 10. So Pensacola Bay is going to be coming up here. Here we are driving across the famous Pensacola Bay. During Escambia County here. Alright guys, I actually have some news for you. I made it someplace. And I'm about to show you where I made it to here in just a minute. You can see Interstate 10 over there. Traffic's flowing well in both directions. Traffic's been pretty good today. Hasn't been too bad. Ran through a little bit of rain in Pensacola, but I in Alabama. I made it. So yes, I made it this far. One state down. I'll be saying bye to Florida for about the next month. I won't be back in Florida until July. So I'm on my way west still. Still got a long way to go today, but I've made it to Alabama, so that's a good checkpoint on the trip. So I'll see you at the next stop. Alright, you're gonna see here, I'm still in Alabama, approaching Mobile Bay. We're about to go across the bridge here, and then right after we go across the bridge, we actually enter a tunnel that takes us under the rest of the waterway. It's a very cool portion of my drive, probably the most scenic part of the day I'm gonna have today. So I figured I'd turn on the old GoPro here and take everybody for a ride with me. I can see the skyscraper, the buildings up over there in Mobile on the other side of the water. They're kind of, I don't know if they're picking up on the GoPro or not, they're a little hazy. It's very hazy today, but it's also hot. It says it's 94 degrees outside, which is not the hottest weather I've been in today. At one point it was 99, 100 degrees around there ever is bad traffic, you can always bail out there and try and cut across, but it's not always the easiest thing. You can see the oil rigs over here. A lot of shipping port things, not oil rigs, a lot of shipping port things over here. Mobile is a very big shipping town, shipping port. There's also been cruises that have gone from time to time from Mobile. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Cruise lines seem to like this port, and then they don't, and then they like it again, so. See on the sign here, it's saying any hazardous cargo has to get off at the next exit because there is a tunnel ahead. If you're carrying hazardous cargo, you can't go through that tunnel, you have to go around, so. We get to go through the tunnel because I don't think I'm carrying anything hazardous today. Because I've been driving along today, and the rental car I have too, as well, is white, but it seems like I've never seen so many white cars on the road in my life. It seems like everybody's driving a white vehicle today. I don't know if it's just a lot of rental cars or what the deal is, but I've never seen so many white cars on the road at one time. And here we go, we're entering the tunnel, heading underneath the last bit of waterway here, and then we are going to pop up on the other side, and we will be on the other side of Mobile. Through the famous Interstate 10 tunnel in Mobile, Alabama. Thanks for coming along with the ride, for the ride through the tunnel. We will see you on the next stop, which should be the Welcome Center to Mississippi. I'll be in another state. Talk soon. Hey, I'm back at it again. Making my next stop here along my journey on day one. I have completed another state. Alabama is long behind me. I have made it to Mississippi, birthplace of America's music. So happy to have made it here. Very happy to get this next state over with. I'm only 70 some miles and I'll be in Louisiana. Then I gotta clear Louisiana to get to Texas, so talk to you at the next stop. Hey, this is inside the Mississippi Welcome Center along Interstate 10 westbound, right at the Mississippi-Alabama border. Very cute place in here. To another state. I have made it to Louisiana. One more state down, one more to go today. Once I get through Louisiana, then it's on to Texas, and then I can call it a night when I get to Beaumont. Alright, hopefully Louisiana will bring me some easy drive and some peace here. Alright, here we are. We're about to cross the Mississippi River. I'm going to be west of the Mississippi for close to a month. And here I am going across the bridge that a lot of people say is scary. Me, it doesn't really bother me any. Stuff like that doesn't really faze me when it comes to driving. But this is the big river crossing crossing on Interstate 10 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Once I cross this bridge, I'll be on the western side of the Mississippi River. This is one of those things when you're making this drive, it's a checkpoint for you, so that you're checking off little boxes as you go, as you drive. That's how I always seem to travel. That way it breaks the day up a little bit. Instead of looking at it as one big day, you look at it as a bunch of little checkpoints. Alright, so here we go. A lot of people are very afraid of this bridge because it is extremely steep. It's a very tall bridge so that all of the barges and everything else can fit underneath. So they had to make a really tall bridge, and with not a lot of space, they had to make it steep. So here we go, crossing the Mississippi River. Then after this, I begin my stretch towards Bro Bridge, which is a lot of elevated bridges, miles and miles and miles. I believe 20 some miles of elevated bridges over the swampland there, over the bayou, I guess you want to call it. And then after Bro Bridge, then it's a dash to the Texas border. And once we go across that Texas border into Beaumont, get in my hotel and get cleaned up and get some rest, because it hasn't been too long of a day, but at the same time, when you're driving all day, you just kind of want to freshen up and get some rest, kick your shoes off, and relax a little bit. Alright, thanks for Lake Charles, Louisiana. About to go across this bridge. This is a steep bridge. Look at this thing. It is like straight up, straight back down. And the bad thing is, it's got really bad weather heading in my way too. Next huge checkpoint. This is the first time in my life I made it here before it's gotten completely pitch dark. I, believe it or not, am already in Texas. I made it here. Sorry for the road noise. I made it here at a pretty decent time, just before 8 o'clock at night, which is local time, 9 o'clock Florida time, but I'm glad to be here. It's very, very muggy here. As you see here, here's the state of Texas. State of Texas sign. I made it. I'm very glad that I made it. Alright, talk to you guys when I get to the hotel. Alright guys, day one is complete. Made it to Beaumont, Texas. I'm here staying at the Fairfield Inn. Hotel's kind of got a bad rap online because it did suffer some hurricane damage last few years. I've stayed at this hotel previously, and from everything I can tell, I'm on the second floor. Seems freshly painted. Carpet seems new or very clean. The hotel seems very nice. So the bad rap, I don't think lives up, at least not in my room. Kind of give you a little tour. This is the bathroom. Typical hotel bathroom. The one thing that is nice is they actually give you shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. A lot of times they just give you a bar of soap, and you're just justified with the soap. Area over here, ironing board and an iron. Place to hang up your clothes. There I am, hello. Typical bathroom. Then out here, don't mind the mess with the two beds. I always undo the beds to make sure that they're clean and nothing lurking under the sheets. Typical. Got a TV, got a little mini fridge down here. Got several plugs over here to be able to charge stuff. The AC, I've got it cranked, it's working great. The hotel seems good. I got this place for 7,500 Marriott points, so it's completely free. Overall, for my day today, I bought gas twice, so I got from the Orlando area all the way to Marianna, Florida. And then I bought gas again in Louisiana. I'm here. I'm gonna have to buy gas after my first 150, 200 miles tomorrow. But to have gotten this far on 2 tanks of gas, I got lunch for free, had a gift card to use at Burger King. Dinner was free, got a gift card to use at Chick-fil-A. I also used the Chick-fil-A app And inside the Chick-fil-A app, there was another free deal because I was in Louisiana. They gave me a free deal of some extra 3 chicken strips for free. So, and then I got the hotel free tonight. So 2 tanks of gas, and I made it from Central Florida to Beaumont, Texas. Day 1 is complete. Journey's rolling. Texas, I've got 850 plus miles to go just to get to New Mexico. Plan for tomorrow is to get to Las Cruces, New Mexico. We'll see what happens, but today was a success. Just kind of a long day, a little tired. Gonna get freshened up and hit the bed and start in on it tomorrow. All right, stay tuned for tomorrow's episode.